Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good evening to all the viewer. Terutama sekali kepada pelajar-pelajar yang tiada basic dalam accounting lah. Untuk malam ni kita akan teruskan program Love Account kita dengan minggu yang ketiga ni with the new topic of recording process. Okay, before kita proceed kepada recording process ni, kita kena tahulah bahawa dalam accounting ni it start with dengan analysis. That's why the accounting definition is start with the analysis the transaction. Lepas kita analysis all the transaction, kita akan go kepada recording. Okay, recording itulah namanya adalah journal. So each of a transaction kena the next step will be the recording process. So the recording process will be into two, is a special journal and a general journal. Okay, without further ado, seperti biasalah, saya ada bersama dengan si Izu lah. Si Izu akan terangkan bagaimana agaknya proses untuk kita nak buat recording berkenaan. Okay, kalau kita tengok pun dalam YouTube pada hari ini, kita tengok viewer dia sekarang ni adalah 154 orang dia lebih ni, dan juga kita ada juga ketua unit Madam Yani. Terima kasih Madam Yani kamu turut serta. Okay, so anything kepada student, kalau ada persoalan mengenai special journal ataupun journal, walaupun ada setengah kelas have been through dan juga ada yang belum lagi, okay, nanti boleh ajukan pada kita punya chat punya corner lah. Jadi saya akan cuba sampaikan dan juga Madam Yani juga akan cuba sampaikanlah jawapan sementara si Izu akan menerangkan step mengenai proses kita dalam recording. Okay. So without further ado, saya serahkan kepada si Izu, dan boleh?
Alright.
Oi, kuatnya. Pelan
boleh
sikit. Terlampau stres sangat ni. Okay. So
okay. Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. So I'm taking over the session now from DJ Sir Rahim. Okay, so straight away share with you the question. Share screen. Okay. So we start with journals. Okay, journal are divided into two, dibahagikan kepada dua. Alright. Wait. Okay, what color to choose here? Blue lah. Special journal and general journal. So before this, in chapter 2, alright, you are not exposed to any kind of journal. You just straight away debit credit. Okay, you can park anywhere you like. But for this chapter 3, we got you to park the transactions into few parking types. So we have two types of parking. We have special parking and then general parking. So special parking means for special journal, and then the rest of you will park at anywhere you like other than the special journal. All right, we go straight to special journal number 1. Number 1 is sales journal. All right, so under sales journal. Okay, so I need to explain, saya kena terangkan what kind of criteria for any transaction can park into sales journals. Number 1, all right, so it must be sales. Okay, this is number 1 criteria, syarat yang pertama. Sale of what? Sale of merchandise only. All right, so this merchandise is merchandise only. Sales of asset? Cannot. So sales of asset, transaction involving sales of asset, selling of asset, cannot go into sales journal. Only sales of merchandise. So that's another condition, that's another criteria to be into sales journal. What are those? All right. Number 3 is credit only, secara hutang. All right. So how do you know it is on credit? Sometimes you are given with terms of credit. Okay, syarat kredit. I'm sure you have come across these terms of credit. Example 2 stroke 10 and 30. So I just give you example. We will go further discuss about this afterwards. All right. So
Uh,
remember,
Seizo,
sales are what? Sales are
Seizo,
merchandise.
Seizo, boleh besarkan sikit tak awak ni apa slide tu?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Ramai
Ah,
viewer ni termasuk KU dia monitor sekarang ni
okay.
Okay, just nice. Okay, thank you.
All right, selling of merchandise only. What's the other word for merchandise? Class? I cannot hear you. Goods. Okay, goods. Tengok kat bawah ni. Ada goods. So we go straight to another type of journal, not another type, another kind of journal under special journal. We call it purchase journal. So this is SJ, short form for sales journal. So this is PJ, purchase journal. So what are the criteria to be into purchase journal? Number 1 is purchase, beli. Alright, kau pergi kedai nak beli. So beli apa? Only goods. What is goods? Banyak baik ke? Banyak baik punya, tak ada. So this is not banyak baik. This is goods refer to merchandise. Or in bahasa it is called BN. What is BN? Barang niaga, not that BN. So purchase of goods or merchandise by credit only. Sometimes the question doesn't give you the term goods or merchandise. So how do we know goods or merchandise? So that's one tip for this question, that kind of question. Okay, normally the question will explain about the business first. So the business has what do you call that? Peti sejuk trading. Purchasing and selling of peti sejuk. All right. So if you notice in the transactions telling you purchase of peti sejuk, so that peti sejuk automatically goes into goods or merchandise. Ali has business of karipap. So karipap. So anything about karipap in the transaction selling or purchase of karipap, so it goes into goods or merchandise. So that is the tip. So remember that. So what to purchase? Purchase of goods on credit only. Not that credit debit ni. This is credit refers to beli secara hutang. Okay, so people outside there use the term masuk buku 35. Tu hutang tu. Alright, so next for special journal is cash receipts journal. What is the short form for cash receipts journal? Class, anyone? Yes, I can hear you. CRJ, even though I cannot hear you, so I pretend to hear you. Seolah-olah dengar you guys, tapi tak dengar pun. Alright, so CRJ, cash receipt journal. So I create my own term for this CRJ. Cash in journal. Tapi you cannot use this term. This is I create on my own. What is CIJ? Cash in. So what is the main criteria to get into this cash receipt journal? As long as it is cash in. Duit masuk. all transactions that cost cash to go into business. So cash in, duit masuk. Tak kisahlah duit pada masuk daripada mana. Any kind of sources, as long as it is cash in. Only cash or bank. Or the money goes into your bank account, so it is also as well as cash into your bank account. So it goes into CRJ. What's the other name for CRJ? What just now? CIJ, cash in journal. So kalau orang tanya, apa kriteria utama? Duit masuk. Any kind of duit masuk goes into cash receipt journal. Sometimes people understand receipts as receive. Duit tu mesti diterima di tangan. No, not necessarily. Alright, the money goes straight into your bank account. That also goes into CRJ, even though you don't receive by hand. Okay, so please understand that. Alright, what are the examples of cash in? Cash sales. Jualan secara tunai. Okay, so kalau jual apa pun. Jual aset, jual bangunan, jual tanah. So anything, any kind of jual, as long as duit masuk. Right? So that goes under cash sales. That goes under cash receipts journal. Number 2, bringing cash into business. So, owner of the business, switch on aircon sikit. Alright, the owner of the business put money into the business, contribute money into the business. What else? The word to use? Dump money into the business. So that falls under CRJ because cash in. Debtors pays debt. What's the other name for debtors we use in account? Account receivable. Alright, originally you sell to your debtors, your customers, and then on credit, and then later on your account receivable or debtors pay you cash in. So that goes into CRJ, CIJ. Okay, any more examples? I cannot hear you. Drawing of cash. Drawing of cash is not cash in. Alright. Yes, sure. Cash into your pocket as the owner of the business. Cash into your pocket. So it is not calculated into, or it is not counted into your accounting record of the business. Alright. So let's go straight to another type of journal, and a special journal, CPJ, short form for Cash Payment Journal. Can you create the other name for CPJ? Anyone? I cannot hear you lah. Okay, can hear you now. COJ. What is O? Cash out. Any cash out. Alright, so it is explained here, all transactions that cost cash to go out. Alright, any cash out. So example just now, okay, drawing of cash by the owner. So what do we call that? Sometimes people get trapped with payment. Payment ni, cash payment ni mestilah bayar. So only bayar, not necessarily bayar. Alright, so payment here means cash out. Alright, the business lost some amount of money. Some amount of money cannot be valued, doesn't have any figure. Our business lost 10,000 ringgit in a burglary. What is burglary? Burger? No. Rompakan. So cash out or not? Yes. Cash out. So cash out record in CPJ. Understand? Any kind of cash out. Okay. What else? Example of cash out? You pay your creditors. Okay, the example is here. Paying debt to creditor, taking cash in business for personal use, ada. So cash purchase, any kind of purchase, purchase of goods, purchase of asset. All right. Pay your expenses, pay your utility expenses, pay your insurance. Any kind of cash out goes into CPJ. Jelas tak? Kalau tak jelas lagi tak tahu lah. Alright. So any reduction in your bank account. Another one. So bank account, alright. Originally the balance is 10,000. So today you check your bank account 9,800. Where goes our 200? So 200 charged by bank. So that goes under CPJ. COJ. Got that? All right. So other than these four special journal, right? Sales journals, SJ, PJ, CRJ, and CPJ. The rest goes into general journal, not this general. Okay. Not this general. Oh, sedap general. Not that general. Okay, salah. This is general journal, short form for general journal. GJ. How to recognize GJ? Okay. So the other criteria that doesn't fulfill the what? The criteria for all these four special journals. The rest go into general journal. I'll give you one example. Okay. All right. This one. Buy, purchase. Purchase dah. All right. So fill up the criteria, fulfill the criteria in the purchase journal. Purchase okay. Credit okay. So okay. Dah boleh pergi dah tu. Tapi start by this one criteria. Purchase of asset. So tak cukup. Not enough to complete the criteria of your purchase journal. Then it goes into general journal. Understand? Purchase return. So purchase return sometimes involve purchase on credit. So it doesn't involve cash. Then it goes into general journal. Kalau you purchase cash purchase, give you one example, one situation. Okay, cash purchase of goods would go into what journal? PJ? No, cash purchase here. So cash purchase, cash out, right? So this is how you analyze. Cash out goes into CPJ. All right. So that's a return. Let's say 1,000. Right. That's a return for this cash purchase. So return of purchase. Okay, for this cash purchase. So you get back your money. All right. You pass back the default goods to the seller to the supplier, and then you get back your money cash in. So that would fall under CRJ. So what is this about? Purchase return. Purchase return for what just now? Purchase on credit. Return on sale, the same goes here. All right. So it involves sales on credit. So it goes into general journal. So moral of the story tonight for this general journal, the criteria that doesn't fulfill or does not fulfill the criteria for special journal will go into general journal. It is like you go to your previous school, your secondary school. So your parent cannot simply park at your principal's parking area. Tak boleh.
Okay,
Yang awak datang sekolah lama.
Caesar.
Yeah.
Okay, nak beritahu pada pelajar lah. If there is any purchase return, dia akan involve dengan journal-journal. Ingat bila ada purchase return, kita tak boleh tolakkan, maksudnya kita tak boleh kreditkan kita punya purchase. Maksudnya selalu kalau orang nampak, kalau pelajar tak ada basic ni, purchase, kita boleh purchase, kemudian kita return balik, kita tolak pada purchase. Dia bukan macam tu. Dia kena masuk dalam purchase return punya account. Okay, so purchase return tu dia akan kaitkan dengan kita punya account payable. So debit account payable, credit purchase return. So dia takkan tolak dalam kita punya purchase. Nak tengok tolak atau nak tengok dia punya penolakan dengan purchase return tu, kita tengok pada kita punya financial statement nanti. Nanti awak belajar financial statement, baru dia akan nampak mana letaknya purchase return. Okay, sorry mencelah.
Tak apa. Tambahan. Alright, additional information, good information from Sir Rahim. Dia contoh dia macam ni. Kalau dalam your, what do we call that, income statement nanti, you will see purchase. Okay, so there's a special item that reduce the purchase return. This one. So purchase return, it has its own account. Ada account dia sendiri. So tak ada. Okay, kalau you purchase originally 1,000, there's a return of purchase 200. You cannot say that belian saya berkurang, dah jadi 800. No. Your belian stays at 1,000 because of purchase return. So we record it this way. So your purchase maintained as 1,000. There's a purchase return 200. So we will see here what net purchase. Yang ni yang Sir Rahim masukkan tadi. Understand? So tak boleh kau nak simply credit purchase, tak boleh. Alright, so kita kena credit other account. Alright, the purchase we stay there as 1,000. Okay. So kita tengok example here for sales journal. How do we record the sales journal? How do we transfer information from transaction into sales journal? So this is your sales journal format. Alright, so the arrow here, okay, as given by Sir Rahim, you put the figure here, the term ni syarat lah. Alright, jual secara kredit, normally we have the term. Okay, tak ada, there's no such thing as saya beli ni secara hutang ni. Bila boleh bayar? Ikut mula nak bayar bila? No.
Dekat transaction tu dia ada sikit kesilapan dia punya arrow dia. Nanti Stizo akan penjelaskan lah. Arrow term tu dekat 20, tapi memang dah dinyatakan bawah tu memang ada lah kan. Cuma arrow tu dia letak kat 3,500. Nanti tengok kepada penjelasan seizu lah jangan tengok arrow tu salah puncanya tu.
Okay. Alright, thank you Sir Rahim. Small matter. Alright, syarat. So syarat just now where were we? Okay, syarat. Tak adalah dia kata ikut mu lah nak bayar bila. So bukan. No such thing. Tak ada wujud macam tu. So in business there's a syarat. Syarat ni normally to okay, I explain straight away with the credit term ni. So the credit term here 2/10. 2 here. Okay. This is selling of merchandise, right? So discount of 2%. Okay, so selling of 2%. Okay, selling of 2%. Selling of merchandise. Alright, if you pay, okay, Kicha Enterprise ni, kalau Kicha Enterprise pay within 10 days, akan dapat 2%. So N30 ni, N ni within 30 days lah. So after 10 days, alright, so no more discount for you. Why do we give discount? Can I hear you? Okay, to encourage people to pay early, to encourage your account receivable to pay early. So you give them discount. Let's say lah, out of 3,500. Okay. We what do you call this? Okay, I'll explain this Alright. Mana tadi? Sini. Alright. Okay, let's go with today's date. What's the date today? Alright, 18th of August. Alright, how do we calculate the day? Starting? Not as usual counting of days. 8, 18, 19, 20, no. So we start straight away today. So today 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So 27 August is the last day. Alright, so 27 August last day. 28, no more discount. Okay, tala terima sudah. Habis sudah. 27, okay. So that is a condition. That is a term. Okay, 2%. Okay, within 10 days. After 10 days, no more discount. Alright. So 3,500. Let's say Kicha Enterprise pay you 100 only within 10 days. So 100 here. Entitled for discount or not? Yes, entitled. How much? So you calculate 2% times 100. Any amount. Okay. Pay 3,500. So 2% out of 3,500. Kicha pays 1,000. 1,000. So discount, okay, depend on how much Kicha pays you within the day of discount given. Okay, so these are the example. Bukan Oh, okay. Ni. Sorry. Alright. Salah tengok. Alright, so got that? Okay, so account to debit. So how do we know account to debit? You look at here. Debit account receivable. So what's the purpose of this journal, sales journal? Okay, so right here the purpose sales journal ni, apa purpose dia? To list down all the account receivable. Receivable on what? Receivable on goods or merchandise. Okay, contoh. Alright, so account to debit here. So you see debit here. What are those debit? Account receivable. So you list down all your receivable. Kicha lah, kicha pun boleh. All kinds of, all your receivables Right, you just list down under account debited here. Okay, so this is the date. So you write properly the date, the name of your receivable, and then your term, and then the figure. Sir, boleh tak kalau saya tak total up at the end of when I finish with the transaction for this particular month? Tak boleh, kena close. So how to close the account? Alright, so January 31st is the last day of January. Kalau last day of February, 29 or 28. March 31st again. April 30. So depend lah. Alright, you write total. So term ni kena total. No need. So this total mungkin dengan kicap enterprise. So we have 1,000. So 1,000 you total up 4,500. Got that? Okay. So examples for cash receipts journal. What's the other name for cash receipts journal just now? Cash in journal. You don't use this in your book, eh? This is your own interpretation. So to mark this as cash in. Only that. Alright, Januari 11, 2020, Kicha Enterprise settle all debts on January the 4th, receive 350 commission. Okay, give discount or not, payment within 10 days, discount period. Okay, contoh. Yang ni Serahim dah tunjukkan dalam masa 8 hari dia bayar on 11 of January dapat discount. So discount here 2% out of 3,570 dapat dah discount. So 70. Nampak ni. Serahim writes here, Kicha Enterprise only needs to pay 3,500 minus 70. Okay. Kau janganlah buat macam ni. Ada juga orang buat macam ni. So, okay, you Kicha, I give you discount tapi you have to pay me 3,500 juga. Apa benda ni? Okay, ngelat ni orang panggil ni ngelat. Okay, orang Terengganu panggil lebong. Lebong.
Mencilah
You give
sikit.
me discount, yeah?
Mencilah sikit.
Yeah.
Okey. Kenapa agaknya kalau boleh, kalau kita buat sales journal, kita kena matchkan dengan cash receipt journal. Sebabnya mudah kita tengok kita punya debtors ataupun account receivable kita bila dia buat payment. Macam Kicha tadi lah, January 11, jadi kita tak tahu bila dia sebenarnya buat sell dia membeli secara kredit tu. So kita boleh rujuk kepada sales journal ke atas dia. So kalau kita buat preparing of the special journal, kalau kita boleh buat sales journal, cash receipt journal, purchase journal, cash payment journal. Itu cuma cadangan lah, tapi tak salah kalau buat sales journal, purchase journal. Okay? Okay, Seizu teruskan.
Okay, thank you Sir Rahim. Okay, another tips juga nak settle with this. Okay, you analyze the transactions tu. Alright, macam Sir Rahim kata tadi, January 11 dengan January 4 tu, okay, you make an arrow. So kalau you calculate the number of days. Alright, so if within 10 days ni you straight away calculate the discount. Terus. You don't wait until you go into journal then you want to calculate the discount. It is quite troublesome to you later on. Takut tersalah. Takut tersalah apa? Macam ni ya? Then you suddenly credit cash. How much? 3,400. Sorry, 3,500. You forget the discount. So straight away when you analyze the transaction, straight away you calculate the discount. Okay, so another tip just now given by Sir Rahim. Alright, after sales journal, straight away with cash receipts journal. Why? Because you make sales, you receive cash. Boleh juga. Tak ada masalah. So Yang ni you calculate siap-siap. Macam mana orang putih kata calculate siap-siap? You calculate finish. Alright. Okay, ada yang senyum pula tu. 3430 70. So this kalau kita tengok kan. Kalau kita tengok ni gambaran je lah So you debit cash, debit discount. So debit. Okay. So debit 3430 70. Then to match with credit. So account to credit here 3,500. Nampak? So kalau kita buat yang normal cases, kita credit Kicha Enterprise dengan amount 3,500. So that is how you see the connection with debit and credit. So normally we have border lah here kalau kita nak visualize in this way. Debit, credit. Or kalau there's no discount, debit, credit. That way. Understand? Okay, so next example is receive commission. So your company receive commission. You don't pay the commission. Kalau you pay commission, it is not a revenue, it is expenses. So now commission revenue, you receive commission. Your company receive commission from other company, maybe. And then 350 here. So if we see this way, debit cash 350, credit here, credit commission revenue 350. So it is separated by this border, double line border here, debit, credit. So any cash in, so either goes into debit cash or debit bank. If the transaction mentioned about check, so it goes into bank. And no check term, it goes into cash. Why this sales account that suddenly appear here? So it is related to your sales. That's why Seraing give tip just now. So you make your cash receipts journal ni, okay, near to your sales journal. Faham dah tu? Okay. Alright, purchase journal dia tak ada not much differ with your sales journal just now. It contradicts with your sales journal just now. So this is purchase journal. What are those criteria into purchase journal? So purchase by merchandise only, and then buy merchandise. Tapi one more condition, one more criterion is, what is that? On credit, secara hutang. Okay. So purchase 5,000, amount here, your figure here. So this is the term condition 1/10 and 30. So don't ask me again what is N30. So normally the payable, you as the account payable, you have to pay what do we call that? Your debt ni within 30 days. Kalau tak cukup syarat 30 days, that one you deal with your payable. Okay, so that is outside our discussion. So account credited, kita tengok kat sini creditednya ABB. So ABB here refers to account payable. Bayar lagi? Not yet paid. Okay, boleh bayar tak? InsyaAllah boleh bayar. Payable, tak bayar lagi. So these are, so the purchase journal here to list down what? All your payables. Payables regarding what? Your goods, merchandise. The other payables, cerita lain. Ni cerita tentang our business, our main product. Okay, our main business, main trading item. Alright, so kita letak asing from your other payables. Okay, hutang dengan orang lain, hutang kedai runcit tu tak perlu masuk. Hutang dengan supplier berkenaan dengan your items of selling and items of trading, kita letak bawah satu journal, we call it purchase journal. So nak list down, ikutlah nama Kiki ke, Kaku ke, apa lagi? Kuku ke. So all these are your account payable. Ni account payable ni. So all these account payable. Okay. So don't forget the date. So when you close the account, so the same, the last day of the month, and then the total. Okay. How much is the discount here? 2% within 10 days. Okay, so paying of debt to Kiki 2nd of January, beli bila? Oh, ni ada typo error sini. Beli 10 Januari, paying of debt to Kiki, okay, bukan. 22 ni, 22 Januari. Okay, so 22 Januari dapat ada diskaun, kira. Kan kena suruh aku je kira. You calculate yourself the day. So start dengan first 22 jauh benar nak sampai 10, right? So exceeds the 10 days, right? So tak dapat. Okay, tak dapat. Nak nolong, tolonglah bagi diskaun. Tak boleh. Alright. Alright, it is outside the discounted days tadi, yang 10 days tadi. So tadi kita beli daripada Kiki, kau tak payah merayu lah. Tolonglah Kiki, bagilah diskaun, tak boleh. Alright, 13 days therefore cannot be discounted. Ni 10. Oh, 10. 10. Mesti tak dapat juga. Saya ingatkan 1 Januari tadi, 10 Januari, alright, to 22nd of January, so 13 days tak dapat, nak nolong, tak boleh. You still have to pay cash 5,000. So once again, if I can show you the border, so this is the border, so credit dan account to debit here. Okay, so this is the debit, credit, debit, credit, 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 debit. Nampak? Alright, so in normal circumstances, we can see debit, cash, credit, credit, Kiki, macam tu lah. So this is the salary expenses. Banyak beli sayur. Ni bukan sayur ni, comel. Salary ni gaji. Rasa macam kami tak tahu. Dah saja je. So this is the salary, 3,000. Credit, cash, debit, salary expenses. Alright, sometimes people get confused. Apa nak debit ni? So kalau tak nampak debit, credit, you go back into your asset, liability, equity. Alright, you analyze this. What to analyze? Pays worker 3,000 ringgit. So analyze, kalau bayar, so you bayar by cash, asset decrease. Okay, you have to pay them. You have to pay your worker salary, equity decrease, tak sure. So in terms of what? This is salary, this is cash. Alright, so cash, asset decrease, asset decrease, credit cash, equity decrease, debit, salary. So kena back to basic. Kalau tak nampak, if you cannot see what to debit, credit ni tahu sebab cash out, tapi what to debit? So what to debit, you go back to the basic searching formula. Ni kalau Google ni search lah. Okay, so search balik dekat sini. Oh, salary. Then you record that as salary. So kat sini examples of transaction in the general journal. What's the time now? 10 o'clock. Okay, returning goods to Kimi supplier due to damage of 500 ringgit. Okay, so sometimes people get confused how to put debit credit here. So again, saya kata back to your search. SEARCH. Search macam mana nak search ni? Asset, liability plus equity. So how do you know this goes into general journal? Tadi saya dah bagi tips tadi. Okay, as long as it doesn't involve with the special journal, then it goes into general journal. General journal ni kalau tak nampak waktu debit credit, balik kepada your search tool ni. Okay, returning of goods to Kimi supplier due to damage. So tengok kat situ, analyze transaction into this search tool. Okay, Agile returns goods to business due to misplaced 200 color. So semua akan masuk under general journal because this transaction cannot go into special journal. Okay, so nampak. So an owner takes business furniture for his home use of 1,000. So dia tak melibatkan cash, tak melibatkan purchase of goods, selling of goods. Then it goes into general journal drawing. So tak nampak ni. So once again and many times I have to remind you, go back to Google, the search tool, asset, liability plus equity. Kita take example of this drawing. Drawing, kalau drawing shock ke tak? Shock to you but not shock to the business. So equity decrease. So equity decrease because of what? Because owner likes to draw anything from the business. So what else involved? Asset decrease because furniture is a item under asset. So asset decrease in terms of furniture. So this is how you see, how you search the debit credit. Asset decrease, credit furniture. Equity decrease, debit drawing. So again, you cannot visualize what to debit credit. You go back to the search tool. What do we call this? Searching tool of debit credit. Okay, habis explanation tonight. Okay, back to you, Sir Rahim. Anything else to add on?
Okay, si Izu buka untuk exercise tu sebab nak tengok balik exercise. Okay, stop kat situ. Okay, untuk exercise ni nama training 3. Okay, perniagaan IZ Power Business tu IP tu betul lah. Storybook supplier sebab ini Google Translate takut ada yang ni. Okay, cash betul 24,400. Account receivable bukan account receive account receivable 7,500. Next inventory 35,000. Computer scroll down Seizu. Okay, computer 12,500. Accumulated depreciation computer bukan accumulated computer depreciation accumulated depreciation dash computer 6250. Bukan unpaid account accounts payable 12,350. Kemudian capital 60,800 and the total balance for the both are 79,400. Okay, tengok additional information, scroll down. Okay, PIP ni yang the name of the company using the inventory system, periodic event system. Tak apalah, you just ignore dia punya term. And recording of the inventory of the good. Okay, on the first February 2011. Subsidiary ledger contain, okay, account receivable, okay, bukan account receive Zap Enterprise 2,500, Yax Namrahat 3250, scroll down, Sizo, okay, scroll down. Okay, bukan Amin Primary School Cooperative Koperasi Sekolah Kebangsaan Amin 175, kemudian account payable buku as number hard, okay, 5,200, has bookstore, okay, 750, then enterprise 3,400. Okay, the first transaction, February 1, rental, betul, purchase of merchandise credit, okay, betul. 7 cash sale, betul. Okay, credit purchase, okay, betul. On 10 of February, sold to the bookstore, betul. Receive payment daripada koperasi sekolah Ami. 17 Peak Zan Enterprise. Itu apa Zap Zan. Zan, okay, Zan Enterprise, okay, betul. Jadi dua 19 receive payment from kedai buku Abdul Abdul Bookstore. Atas ni ada. Okay, tak apa. Okay, tak apa. Okay, memang tak adalah. Okay, 23 settle all book has bookstore. 26 credit sale to the Zap. Okay, computer depreciation on the computer for February. Okay, kemudian unpaid salary. And lastly, inventory 30,000. Okay, betul lah. Okay, so you just fill in into the related journal. You have two special journal and kita ada general journal. Okay, one more thing. In terms of the credit sales and the purchase, credit sales and the credit purchase, if the question mention, okay, tengok soalan saya bagi February 9. February 9 naik atas Cizo. Okay, purchase 3,400. Okay, from EK Enterprise. If credit tu tak ada, okay, so kita kena, sebabkan dia ada EK Enterprise, so kita kena letak itu sebagai, ia adalah sebagai credit. Purchase of 3,400 from EK Enterprise. Itu maksudnya apa? Itu maksudnya walaupun tak mention kredit tapi ada nama EK Enterprise, itu adalah merupakan kredit. So dia akan masuk sales journal ataupun purchase journal dalam keadaan ni purchase journal lah. And one more thing, kalau dia kata paid to Ali, full stop, silent, okay, ia akan jadi cash term. Okay, cash term. Okay, so saya rasa itu sajalah untuk kali ni, malam ni. Okay, sound tak cantik mana. Oh, tak clear ke?
Clear.
Clear kan? Okay, tak apa. Tapi kita akan ada recording. Okay, nanti you gunakan balik yang apa dalam link yang ini. Nanti you akan tengok balik. Okay, cash mender. Cash mender apa ni? Cash mender. Okay. Okay, kalau tak clear ke apa, you boleh refer balik kepada pensyarah masing-masing, sebab saya rasa dalam minggu ni we are going through to this chapter special journal and journal lah. If anything, you may tanya kepada pensyarah masing-masing lah. So itu saja untuk kali ni. Thank you very much, Sir Izro. Untuk masa. So kita akan minggu depan kita akan bincangkan untuk ledger pula, the next process after recording. All the journal, special journal or special journal dan journal tu semua kena post to the next step, which is classifying, is a ledger process. Okay, so that's all. Dan jangan lupa awak kena, seboleh tak nak tanya soalan ni. Apa dia soalannya? Mana tadi? Boleh tak nak soalan ini? Oh, soalan ini. Soalan ni, sorry soalan ni kita dah bagi awal-awal lagi kepada pensyarah masing-masing. Okay, dan kita dah letak pada grup dekat Telegram. So, please alert kita punya information yang ini. Okay, you may refer to your lecture back lah. Okay, so minggu depan kita akan go through kepada apa? Subsidiary ledger dan juga general ledger. Ini paling menarik. Paling menarik lah. So itu saja. Thank you very much juga kepada Madam Yani, Madam Ju yang sama bersiaran di dalam chat box Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much and good night.
Okay, bye-bye.